We decided we wanted more qualitative information, so trying to get some information out of the public. The idea was to send it on to key sort of government departments who will use it to sort of assist in the policy making process, the decision making process. So we'll send it to housing, to policy, to PWD in general. So hopefully, when it comes to making decisions further down the line, then we'll be able to, use this as part of the decision making process, evidence. But we're going to have to make a lot of decisions on housing. We already are. We're constantly making decisions about what the next phase perhaps looks like, or how we incentivise the public sector. So the idea is to use this information. For example, we'll shortly be looking at the next options for another phase of government serviced plots that we'll release to the private sector, and provide some social housing on there as well. And hopefully we can use this information, as lots of other information, to sort of think about what sort of size plots do we want to build, what sort of housing do we want to build on there, what sort of housing do we want other people to build, how do we incentivise the private sector to build more. So we'll be putting the information into those decisions.
We went out with a set of sort of pre-planned questions, but also gave people room for a lot of discussion. There was a lot about sort of use of land and about the design and sort of eco-friendliness. One of the benefits with something like the focus groups is that it gives room for a whole bunch of different views to come out, and for people to make suggestions in forums that wouldn't necessarily come up otherwise. I also think that one of the things with the focus groups is that a lot of it is sort of based on people's perceptions sort of in the community. And that actually I found, and I think has potential to be just as important. There might be some of these things that might already be more in place than people might realise, but actually just making sure that, if there's something that is in place but people don't know about, that perhaps that can just be something that people are made more aware of. It's a good opportunity to see sort of what people are feeling.
I think what was really interesting for me in the more detailed report that we have was some of the ideas within there. I mean, some of the common themes were largely unsurprising. We need more sort of plots available, we need more social housing, we need more private sector housing, we need all of these sort of things. But it was some of the individual ideas that really sort of jumped out at me and give us a few avenues to explore and a few areas to look at. So I mean, I think it was a really worthwhile exercise. I was quite excited about seeing the output from it.